students those that they need to remember or to get vocabulary help with. And then, of course, the think, pair, share. Most reading teachers know what this is about, and it's very researchable. You can look up what it means, no? Very effective. When you differentiate for readiness, readiness is what they bring, no, to your class. So you differentiate content, process, and product. And you say, for the challenge, this is what they do. For the average, this is what they do. For the gifted, this is what they do. Okay? So for readiness, you can say, you're talking about something that needs to be explained. For the challenge, if they answer 3 crucial points, okay. Pag-average, all. If there are 5 points, they must cover all 5. And for the gifted, in-depth. Sa proseso, pagka-challenge, direct instruction. Yung ganito. Okay? Tsaka, step by step. Step by step. Don't assume that when you're teaching a strategy, or when you're asking them to work in groups, group work, discuss, uy, hindi intuitive ang effective group management. You have to teach the process. Mas magulo ang mga bata, mas kailangan ng proseso. Okay? Pag-average, independent work, pwede. Review and practice, pwede. Pag gifted, minimal instruction with probing questions, that pakawalan nyo na. Okay? Pag mas malaki ang classroom, mas importante ang differentiated instruction. When I was teaching, it was not a very happy time in my life. Kasi parang ang judgment ko on myself, in that particular time of my teaching, was in a scale of 1 to 5, I was approaching a 3. Okay? I had to teach a class that had 4 reading levels. So literally, 1 lesson plan per subset. Saksa ka ng gugulo. Talaga naman saksa ka ng... You can't even turn your back without something happening to the other group. No? So, merong mga challenges din sa classroom management. So, what do you want to do? You want to let go all those who can do it by themselves. And take into the teacher center those who need monitoring. Okay? Product. Nagpasulat ka ng papel, o pag-challenge, 1 page. Pag-average, kasi they have to cover all the aspects, a minimum of 5 pages. And the other one, kailangan may PowerPoint presentation pa. Ha? Ito, types of curriculum differentiation. So there is a chart like this, but I give an individual explanation of each type. So, I will not go through all the types. I will just select and explain curriculum adaptation depending on a few types. So, when you say you adapt the curriculum according to quantity, you can say the number of items that the learner is expected to learn, or the number of activities the student has to complete in order to assess for mastery. Yun yung by quantity. But remember, it's not just quantity, because when you do curriculum adaptation, you do several at one time. Okay? So, sa social studies, for instance, if there are 20 vocabulary words or words that need to be defined because they constitute the basic jargon for understanding Philippine government. Okay? Pag-challenge, the five most basic. Doon sila magko-concentrate. Kung nagtuturo ka ng Philippine government, anong five most basic? Branches of government, things like that, no? Alam na namang matatapos sila ng Philippine government na hindi nila alam kung anong branches, di ba? Okay, so, let me just walk you through this so that you will know that they are in your resource material. You can differentiate by product. Okay? So, anong product? Sayaw, awit, presentation, tula, essay, marami, no? That is differentiated by product. Okay, so you know they're there. Oh, lahat dito, iba-ibang klaseng product. Okay? So, yan, may scrapbook, may dialogue, may catalog, may dictionary, may kung ano-ano. Okay? Magsawa kayo. Get a kick out of it. Oy, pero ano ha, wag yung, do as I say. Practice, magpakita kayo ng example pagka nasa teacher training kayo. May naulit ako ngayon. Okay? So, meron ding levels of support, may input, enhancement, okay? I remember a time when my son was sent to the principal's office for not doing his work. Sabi ko, what did he not do? The teacher in English wanted them to take dictation of poetry. Because, ang poetry, sa lalaki, mahirap na nga pakinggan eh. Tapos, i-dictate mo pa. Siyempre yung anak ko, disengage siya kaagad. Ngayon, dahil nag-disengage siya, nakita ng teacher, di siya nagsusulat. Dalawa sila. Okay, we'll go to the next activity, which was an out-of-classroom activity. So, parang punished sila. Because you didn't write what I was dictating. Stay in the classroom ka while we do an out-of-classroom activity, which is of course more engaging. Siyempre, lahat ng mga bata gusto lumabas. Okay, so nag-iwan sila sa classroom. So, anong ginawa ng dalawang bata? Natulog sila sa classroom. Ngayon, kasi matutulog sila, nila. Pagdating ng teacher, nadagdagan ang kanilang mistake. You were unmotivated, you were disengaged, you slept, and you locked the classroom. 4 na offenses. Okay? So, pinatawag si mama. Sabi ko, so, what did he do? He didn't write. Sabi ko, do you have a print? Siyempre, magalang na magalang ako, no? Yung hindi astang palaga dahil, you have a copy of the poem in text format? Yes, it's in the textbook. Oh, so why didn't he just read from the textbook? Because we were testing their ability to write something from dictation. Okay? So, on many levels, di ba, ang daming errors. Gusto mo ba isulat yung tula? O gusto mo ba basahin yung tula? Gusto mo ba maintindihan yung tula? Kasi kung pwede maintindihan ng tula kahit hindi isulat. Okay? That's why I'm a bit passionate about differentiated instruction. Because my son has ADHD. And when he was growing up, although there was already a lot of understanding for ADHD, not everybody was on board. Okay? I have, however, one important success story that I want to share with everybody para alam nyo. Okay? I have a nephew who had ADHD and dyslexia. Okay? Boy, malungkot na story ito. Pakinggan nyo, hindi maingay. Okay. So, nung nag-grade school siya, I accompanied my sister-in-law to the principal's office very often. One of the teachers really said, "Naku, Mrs. Tuviera, parang nagme-menstruate ako twice a month dahil sa hirap sa anak nyo." Kasi he was really a handful, no? So, hyperactive na, tapos dyslexic pa. It's not a rare combination. Marami, ganun, no? So, to make a long story short, he had to opt for certification sa high school. So, walang diploma. Because he really asked us, "Tita, please tell Mama, I will not do physics again this summer. I've done algebra." Kasi naman, inuulit niya lahat sa summer eh. So, algebra, inuulit sa summer. Geometry, sabi niya, "No more. I will not do summer work." I said, "You know what that means? You'll get a certificate, you will not get a high school diploma, you cannot go to college." I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Siyempre, for all of us who knew nothing of the alternative routes, not to have a high school diploma is like a death sentence. Oh, paano yan? Hindi makakakolegyo. But this guy is really, really so, you know, his spirit, you cannot put him down. So, sabi niya sa tatay niya, "Dad, I want to go to Hong Kong for this workshop. How to manage a camera, a particular camera." Punta sa Hong Kong. "I want to go to the US to learn this." I'm not saying they have to go to all of those places. So he kept studying, he kept studying. In a little while, he was pitching project proposals to his father. "Dad, I need X amount, I want this business." And my brother did. Binigyan siya. Soon, he had 3 or 4 small businesses going. And he was starting to give his mom, his brothers, his sisters. Basta ito yung share nyo sa negosyo ko. Nung hindi pa uso yung loading, kinuha niya yung load ng lahat ng empleyado ng tatay niya. And he was getting so much from it. Much more than the brothers and sisters who were employed in the regular 8-hour job. Okay na. Basta, sabi nung hipag ko, yan ang pinakamalaking sustento. Siya ang pinakamalaki. One day, we were having brunch. "Tita, I want to go to graduate school." Ako na pag graduate school? Yeah, I want to go to AIM. I want to go to entrepreneurship. I said, "Sweetie, we don't have a high school diploma. We don't have a college diploma. You might not meet the minimum requirements for getting to graduate school. I'll try my luck." Nag-apply. Tinanggap conditionally. Nag-enroll. Ay, nag-top 10. Ba't siya nag-top 10? Paano sa entrepreneurship, mga kaklase niya, ay, naku, they're wet behind the ears, they have milk on their mouth, siya, 5 negosyo na, yung kanyang sinusuportahan na nga yung ina, tsaka mga kapatid You know, I had to introduce him to a group as big as this, ADHD Society of the Philippines. I was asked to introduce him as a success story. So, tinanong ko lang siya, bago ko siya introduce, "Anak, just let me know, did your reading skills improve when you were doing graduate work?" Sabi niya, "No, tito, ganito yan, ha? Ito strategy ko. Read the first part. Read the last part. Pardon the expression, ha? Then, bullshit your way through the middle." Ano ibig sabihin ng bullshit your way through the middle? You know, tita, I had so many friends who believed in me. They always ask, "Eddie boy, how is this? Eddie boy, how is that?" Di nalaman ko kung ano yung nasa gitna. That's the way he did it. And he graduated with honors. So, nung i-introduce ko siya, syempre, ako very, may presentation, may cue card. Anak, asa ng outline? No outline. Index cards. Saan yung index cards for the presentation? Kasi laki-laki ng audience. No index cards. PowerPoint. Your PowerPoint presentation, anak? No PowerPoint. What will you do? I'll stand there and talk about what I did. And he did, and he just really brought the house down. Okay? If there's anything you should remember about differentiated instruction, it's that. Don't give up on someone because a strategy or a content did not work with him. Because you could be his employee later on. Okay, so let me just go through the rest of the slides para alam nyo kung anong nandito. Okay? So, all the rest of the slides have to do with the different types of curriculum adaptation. Okay? Yeah. Lahat yan. Okay, let me just go through. Escape lang tayo. Let me just go through the end because this is something I'd like you to... Okay. Let's do this, and let's do this quickly. Okay. Hindi lang differentiated teaching in the classroom, may differentiated schools. Okay? So, pag tinawag nating differentiated schools, schools that promote and support DI. And their classrooms respond to variations in student readiness, student interest, learning profiles, and so on and so forth. Okay? Hindi lamang differentiated classrooms. We want differentiated schools. Dapat ang mga leaders, including yourselves, dapat maliwanag sa inyo kung ano yung gusto niyong gawin. So, I'd like everybody to be persistent on these things. Okay? So, set timelines, connect with all initiatives. Remember technology. I did not touch on it kasi mahabang-mahaba yun. It's a separate module by itself. But technology is one way by which you can differentiate. And many students have an almost intuitive understanding of the interfaces of technology, no? Dapat ang differentiation part of teacher plans, part of school plans, part of staff development. And don't stop there. You have to evaluate the results. Of course, the content and the process also are important. No? Okay. You'll have to build a program for differentiation and you'll have to stay committed to it. Okay? Many people will say nakakapagod, wala namang difference, kasi in the end, it's just what the NAP has. You're not asking the right questions if those are your, okay? So, your job is to introduce all teachers to the concept. You have to provide opportunities for training. You have to establish expectations. In fact, sa teacher training, really tell them, we will look at one unit where you introduce differentiation. Pwedeng differentiation by content or lahat ng elements. But start them with at least one. Okay? So, I hope we didn't have time to go over all of this, but, okay. Remember the earlier slide, sabi ko, if there's anything that you need to take home with you, it's that, this is the other one. Okay? So, it has to be a balance. No? The drawing is not mine. I borrowed it from Carol. Okay? So when you talk about differentiated classroom imbalance, you talk about flexible time, flexible groups, flexible resources, flexible approaches to teaching and learning. Your curriculum, I will not get to that slide anymore, but you do not differentiate standards. Hindi pwede, baba natin ng konti yung standard. Baba natin ng konti. You do not differentiate goals. You do not differentiate enduring understanding. Pare-pareho yun. Kung nagtuturo ba naman ako ng driving, pwede ko pa naman sabihin na, kung mahina-hina yan, hanggang parking, kahit na hindi makalabas sa highway, hindi di ba? Dapat mapatakbo mo yung kotse mo at you can navigate A, B, C street. Kung hindi mo natutunan. So, walang negotiation doon sa area na yon, no? May konti, and I want you to watch out for this. I have 2 slides na may altered curriculum differentiation, pero yun ay para sa severely disabled. Diba? Pag severely disabled ka, functional living ang goal eh. So pag nabibihisan mo ang sarili mo, napapaliguan mo ang sarili mo, nare-reach mo na yung goals. It's different from the goal for the mainstream at that age level. Okay? Teacher-student partnership, shared goals, shared responsibility, shared vision, sense of community, safe, affirming, don't give work that make them feel, I'm so bobo, kaya ito yung naka-assign sa akin. A growth orientation, especially in the concept of a continuing assessment continuum. Okay? I hope you have time to engage the rest of the material. I have to run to the other session. Thank you. You've been a nice audience. And you'll get a copy of all of this. Time for one or two questions. Yung talagang sasakitan siya nyo kung hindi nyo maitanong. Wala namang ganun. Kung wala namang ganun, ay pwede na kayo mag-break. Totoo ng break. It's 10-11. Okay? Thank you so much.